let's do a brief audio-visual check. How are you, Baron? How's chat? How's this market?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
Yeah, probably better than I am. I already hit my daily loss limit, man.
I did too. I did too. So
What are we doing in this
I
freaking
don't know. I
market?
don't know. I don't know, Dakota.
Oh, so sometime, and it's Friday, man. So we're done. We're it's weekend. We're weekend.
It's going to be a really slow market because I mean, Elliot, we both hit our daily loss limit.
What do? We sit here and play chess, or I don't know, play tic-tac-toe. But let me review my trade first, and then we'll switch it to yours. And
yeah, we're gonna see some overtrading on mine for sure.
It's combine time. Look, I traded the combine, and I'm up $4,500. Combines are, I don't want to say they're easy, but yeah, something else. Let me make sure I get that Topstep risk disclosure, and then we'll get going. It's the freaking weekend. Let's go through here. As always, welcome to Slow Markets. In the YouTube chat, there's a Topstep risk disclosure. This is for educational purposes only. It's not a signals class. It's not financial advice. Now, here we go. Here we go. Let me switch to my live account so you guys can see it. Live account minus $3,100. You see that up there? Well, it was frustrating. It was frustrating, but that's all right. That's all right. Let me show everybody what I was looking at. I had some targets down here towards, basically 430, maybe a little bit lower. Come and test this nice zone. 430s, maybe down to 400. That's a nice zone that I'm looking at, right? And this afternoon, power hour, we had one hell of a sell-off. We had a huge sell-off, and everybody knows what it was. We broke through this major support. It still looks extremely bearish. Like, I'm still very bearish. I probably traded too big of a position size. I would love to have a short run overnight, but it is what it is. We broke through these 650s. That was basically my target for the New York session. Well, you were there. You were there after we you won the bet. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Yeah, we'll talk about that one later. But anyway, we had public exchanges between the United States president and one of his top guys, one of the richest people in the world, Elon Musk, right? Donald Trump and Elon Musk just going at it publicly. It was a mess. And look at this market. If this is not a downtrending market, right? Look at these moves. Look at these pivots. It was a beautiful sell-off. Unfortunately, I was not even in front of my screen. And during the last hour, the power hour, we had a nice bounce. We had a nice rally at the end of the power hour. And then finally we closed. And after hours, we kind of just sold off a little bit. And so we gap down. Everybody sees that. We gap down, what, 50, 60 points. And then we rallied up. And I got in short at, I love this trade, man. Maybe that's why it didn't work, is it was just too good to be true, where we broke through this support. And I was looking at this support to become resistance. And I was looking at this thing to just sell off at minimum. I was looking, because that's where I shorted. I shorted at 426, right? No, right about there. I don't know. I posted it on the Twitterverse. My stop loss was above the previous pivot, like 56. So that was my trade. So we broke down, gapped, rallied, filled the gap, tested this resistance. I got a nice 3-bar reversal, and I'm like, man, that's a beautiful trade. I don't see these trades that often, especially at this time during all this news. We could sell off. Maybe we could come back down and test. My first target I was honestly looking for was a nice 1-to-1, maybe these 499, 500s, and then have a runner and looking for the market to sell off even further. But as soon as I posted it on Twitter, the market just immediately jumped straight up, just straight up. I posted it. Yeah, look, there it is. There's that 526 and a quarter. I was short 5, and I had my stop loss right above that pivot, so 30 points. I'm like, okay, that's perfect. That's exactly $3,000. I like it. We have that resistance, and instantly straight up in my stop loss. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about my trades. Like, legitimately, like, there was no rhyme or reason behind any of them. It was just like, if I show you my executions, you guys are gonna be like, "What the hell is this?" Baron, what's your IG? Baron trades. Baron trades on IG.
Yeah, I'm done for the day. Hit the locked out. There you go. Locked out. Done. I don't even want to touch this account. It's just bleh. That was the trade. One and done. I had an early Friday. 3-day weekend now. Man.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's switch it to your charts. You want to go over anything, or what were you seeing, or something other than just
honestly
this public mess?
I thought this was just gonna rip down. Just like there was no rhyme or reason behind it. I think it was just FOMO for missing the move. So I thought it was just going to rip down. So I just shorted the open. I'm going to be honest. I just shorted right at open, and it just ran me. And then I wrote the longs up, made back some. I'll just turn on the executions. Let me just turn it on. Let me just show you guys what overtrading looks like. This is going to be bad.
Oh, man. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's see this.
But so this was the initial short, right? I got stopped for 30 points. This was because I kept getting stopped out, and I was still convinced that it was going to bounce. So I just kept going long. Like, I didn't short this at all. Like, I longed this. I had it back to flat. And then I kept longing it even after it kept stopping me up by like 1 or 2 points. So, yeah, and then it was just eating away my DLL by like $50 each time.
Death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Yeah. I was saying stop to break even. And then because of the slippage in the overnight, it was just eating away at the DLL.
Yeah, and here we are. We're sitting like back and forth around settlement, which is, I'm going to be honest, pretty impressive. Maybe the market's waiting for, like Brandon said in the chat, non-farm payroll. What if non-farm payroll is good and we go right back to 22,000, or we just sell off? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, what do we talk about tonight? I'm in the combine. I figured I could trade that because I got back into this combine. I actually, what I ended up doing was, I was like, no way this is going to stop me out. It instantly stopped me out. And so I got in where my stop loss was, and I ended up making some money off of it. So it was an example of where stop loss was a better entry.
Dakota's combine will be 25K today. Should I switch over? Should I switch over? We could just slam 10 minis. No, that's
we're going
trade,
for it.
Trade responsibly, guys. Trade responsibly.
Yeah, let's take a look at gold. I thought gold would be up a lot more than what it's at. What's your take? What's your take about everything that's going on in the market? Market obviously reacted very negative. You want to go ahead?
I think based off the news from this week, the ADP report, the initial jobless claims report, to me, like, yeah, the reports are bad, but to me, it signals that the Fed should be cutting rates soon. The EU also just cut rates as well. Inflation should be declining because we also saw the housing report last week that came in showing it was there's a lot of sellers in the housing market, not a lot of buyers. So you have a large supply, no demand, because prices are crazy and interest rates are high and insurance rates have gone up and all this other jazz. But shelter is one of the biggest factors of CPI. So we should see a decline in CPI just generally, either at expectations or below in the coming months. And with the job market weakening, you would expect the Fed to be looking to cut rates here.
I know they keep saying December.
The Elon Trump news is just like Elon crashing out, essentially.
It's
crazy. I mean, you saw that Tesla was down like what, 15%? That's crazy.
That's why I'm surprised the NASDAQ's holding up so well, because
I think the only thing that really sold off was Tesla. Like, let me check. But what, Nvidia was only down 1%, Apple down 1%, Meta down 0.5%, Microsoft was green on the day. I really think
is Tesla bouncing? Is Tesla bouncing overnight? Is it pulling back a little bit? I mean, looking at this, I think Tesla might be up like at 1% or something.
Yeah, but
based off of what
I think it was really just Tesla just dragged the market down with it, because everything else doesn't look that bad to me. So I think this just gets bought up.
I mean, it's 2%. If I'm looking at NASDAQ from the high to the low where we gapped, it's about 2%. And I wouldn't be surprised. I'm going to jump into a
order filled
short here in the NASDAQ. I am now in short. There you go. I like shorts on this. I still think we do come back down and test. Maybe come down and test these lows. I have a hard time.
Tesla's up $2 in the overnight.
Okay. I'm gonna get into 5. I'm gonna get into
order
5
filled.
Here.
Order filled.
Oh man, I don't like that sound. I'm gonna mute that. That gives me PTSD. PTSD. E-mini trader says shorts not good. Well, they haven't been, right? They haven't been. Order filled. Animal. Any fun weekend plans? I know we were talking about the Chicago. Are we ready for the Chicago experience?
I am, but no, I don't think I'm gonna do anything this weekend. I think because I've had I think I have a sinus infection or something, because I'm getting like headaches, and I don't know. It's just I feel off, so probably not doing much this weekend.
Ready? What are you ready for? What's your expectations for this Chicago?
Expectations for Chicago? Honestly, I don't really go into trips with expectations. I just kind of
Okay.
I don't know. I just kind of wing it.
Just kind of wing it. Okay, let's see how this goes. Let's see how this short's playing out. It's just, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We're basically near settlement. We're settlement at just right there, like 570. 570s? Is that settlement? Yeah, there we go. Will there be a dress code for them? Okay, when Chicago? Yeah, You're
looking for shorts here, Dakota. I'm gonna fade you.
Fade me,
order
man.
filled.
I'm gonna fade you.
Okay, let's see your.
I'm gonna fade you. Just gonna go with the good old Dakota fade strat.
Okay, well, a true fade is gonna be my. You gotta fade me truly though, not like any of the YouTube chat faders, where they don't get in the same size position. I'm short 5 pennies. I'm short 5 pennies, and my stop loss is 93 3/4. I do not have a take profit, so take your stop loss off. Because I don't have a take profit.
What do you mean?
Well, that's what a true fader is, right?
I think that's like I always have a stop. I always have a stop. So
see, that's the point. That's why you cannot truly fade someone.
I don't trade without a stop. I don't trade without a stop.
Well, then you're not truly. That's why I tell chat.
I faded you, and immediately the market tanks.
That's why I tell traders you can't truly fade someone, because you cannot get in an exact price. And are you going to manage that position exactly the way I am, right? And the answer is typically no, because you have a stop loss, and your take profit is usually further than my stop loss. So that's typically what my reference is.
I get what you're saying, but I just don't think I could trade without a stop loss.
Yeah, well, I know what you mean. Yeah, you're fading the direction of this trade. Take your stop loss off as the market starts to sell off. We're going down. Yeah, always have a stop loss. Damn, it was looking good there for a second.
I mean, that's Asia. You get a lot of fake breakdowns, fake breakups.
Oh, yeah. Well, we know last week when I stepped away to get a drink, we sold off 60 points and instantly bought back up. Chat, who's long? Long is the better play, says Phoenix.
Yeah, I mean, we're in support.
Only fade I do is my haircut. Someone says short gold, short LNG. I was long 5 minis. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm adding to this position. I'm now short 10. I'm going to tighten up my stop loss too. $10 at 59.25. Someone says, I love long care. I learned this about the market in 2008. Markets can always go lower. Yeah. Markets could always go higher too. But yeah, no, markets could always go where you least expect them to. Yeah,
Low taper fade is where it's at.
What's that?
I'm getting a haircut. I am getting a haircut before Chicago. Maybe I should get a low taper fade.
Yeah, you're gonna get starting at a zero fade. Are you gonna get a zero fade?
It's called a skin fade.
Oh
That's
yeah, I've heard it called zero and skin. Yeah. Is that what you're gonna do?
I mean, I usually do that. I usually will do that for summer. Someone said I'm gonna fade both of you and not take a trade. Honestly, that's valid.
That's probably the valid. That's the best comment of the night. That's probably the wisest decision. I am, says Fading Dakota. Nice poster. Buzz it, Baron. Do a flat top.
Oh, I've had a buzz cut before. I've had a buzz cut before.
That keyboard always gets me, man.
Everyone hates the keyboard.
I know. They do. Okay, let's see if we can get some music in here. I'm going to pump some music into the... Let me know if you could hear it. Give me 1 second. I got to reshare this for you. There we go. Can you hear the music?
Yeah. I'm asking if we can put it there. Yeah, you could do it from... there's some echo coming through Dakota.
What's that?
There's some echo coming through.
I can't hear you.
Okay. No, yeah, there's echo.
There's an echo? Ah, man, the same thing was happening with Jay. Let me redo this thing.
Yeah, you could draw a fib like this, though.
Let's switch to your charts. right, let's. Uh-oh. Are you in the money yet?
I'm break even.
You're
I was gonna
break-even.
add on that drop. That's where I would have added, but I was like, yeah, I'll just leave it.
Uh-oh. I'm down 7 points.
Now you sound like Darth Vader, bro.
I sound like Darth Vader?
Yeah, bro.
I'm down 7 points. Yeah, let's. I don't know. Technology, man. Do I still sound differently?
Yeah, you sound robotic. Darth Dakota.
Darth Dakota. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
There we go. Let's take a look. All right, markets. What are we doing? I'm just patiently waiting for a Trump tweet or a diss track. We need him to drop a diss track. Do you think
Dakota's
it's gonna?
in the transition phase from Anakin to Vader.
What's that?
That's what someone said in the chat. Who are we gonna fade? I think we fade Dakota, guys.
Hey, I'm already down $5, man. $5. Oh, I was gonna show.
I'm up. I'm up $5 on the combine now.
Yeah, you are. Okay, let me. I was gonna show.
My Discord all faded you too, by the way.
Well, screw your Discord. I'll hop in there and I'll tell him myself. Let me. I was gonna show something. Let's see. So, I had a long earlier. You want to talk about having your take profit missed? You remember those longs when we ended fast markets today?
Yeah, and the house account got stopped out, where I told them to put the stop.
Yeah. I was still long, and I had my take profit at the other end of that consolidation.
Yeah.
It came within like a tick.
Oh, that's when it gets that close. I just get super aggressive with the stop. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care if it's the TP at that point.
Yeah. Let's see. I recorded it too because I was pissed off. I was like, no way. And it came within a tick, and then that was the high of day. That's when the market just sold off.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see if I could find it.
Yeah, I saw that happen on Bookmap. There was a pop of buyers, and then they immediately got faded. And then I was looking for that 900 level. If buyers didn't defend there, I was expecting it to at least retrace to the 0.5, and it did that, and then it continued to sell off.
Yeah, dang it. I don't have that recording. Oh. I need to get better at organizing my files, man. I tell you. All right, I'm gonna add 5 more here. And you are long in $80, $90, $100.
I'm not even watching it. I'm looking at Edgeful right now. Some people are asking for stats. And I gotta provide.
Oh, that's right. I need to hop into your Discord and talk some shit.
You need a trash talk.
People don't realize. I think a lot of people underestimate my trash talking capabilities. All right, come on, market, do something. Chris Brosher says you'd go to war for me. Just give the word. What's my thoughts on the gold long? All right, let's take a look at this gold. I like it. Yeah, I like gold long just like I like the NASDAQ shorts. Gold long, I mean, we are holding this nice trend. We have a minute and a half to the top of the hour. So I definitely see there's a possibility for gold to push back up, right? Continue this. Obviously the risk is going to be a break of the support. And we know how whipsaw and volatile the gold can be. But I am for the gold longs. All right, come on. I'm still short. I added to it.
You're still short?
Yeah, from 62 3/4.
Well, I guess I gotta add mine then.
Order filled. Order filled.
There we go. If we don't get any volatility during slow markets, I'm gonna be just super surprised.
Yeah, it would be a little bit annoying.
No, this music is not a vibe. Let's see. Do you have a game plan whenever you get ready to trade for the evening? Because you've been trading slow markets, right? Like tonight. You have
Yeah.
like a game plan where you
Traded
sit
slow
there.
markets for a long time. I do have a overnight strategy. Where it's over here for gold. I do have a overnight strategy that a lot of people have found a lot of good success with. It's a modified initial balance range. So you make the initial balance range for Asia.
Okay, we're showing your chart. Give me an example.
Okay, so you set the IB.
Okay.
You set it at 7 p.m. Eastern to you said it's from 7 p.m. Eastern to what is that? 10 p.m. Eastern. It has a let me look at it again. So it has a 77% chance to break one side of that IB. And it goes till 4 a.m. So it goes into London session as well. And then typically you will see London and Asian session correlate. And London likes to break one side of Asia as well.
Got it. And do you stay awake when you trade it?
I don't stay awake for London. I'm done by like 11 p.m. usually.
Okay. So you trade the New York. Do you trade before the New York session, like pre-market?
Yeah, I'll trade it pre-market.
Okay, and then you'll trade the New York session. Do you trade like lunchtime and power hour?
I need a break somewhere in there. But I'll just set an alert for like retracements. So if we get a retracement during lunch and it's something I want to take, then I'll hop back on real quick or just do it from my phone.
Got it. Oh man, this market has done nothing since we got into it. Let's take a look at gold. Gold's looking nice. Gold's looking really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of my NASDAQ, and I'm getting.
Are you wussing out, Dakota?
Well, I can only trade 15 contracts max, so.
You're wussing out on me, dude.
You know what? All right. Challenge accepted. I'll stay in this. I'll stay in this. I mean, if I'm long gold, that means I'm kind of bearish equities in a weird way. I don't look at correlation. But I'm still going to paper trade. Ooh, you know what I could do? I'll get in gold in the sim. Alright, there you go. We'll see how the long gold goes. I feel like I am the keyboard. You're driving the chat crazy.
With the keyboard, I know. I'm gonna continue to do it. Hey, at least, guys, at least I go mute on fast markets. I go on mute on fast markets whenever I type.
I gotta turn your volume down somehow. Let's see. Let's just a little bit. Just a little bit. And we watch. We watch. I'm rooting for this market to sell off.
We'll give 3 free resets to this chat for top 3 positive comments.
Your Discord is one of a kind, man. I've been looking at seeing what I could do for slow markets, for the slow markets chat. I'm thinking, I don't know, what would you want, right? If you could choose anything, would you want like a swag, maybe a trader meetup? That would be cool. Like, I would love for Topstep to be giveaway. I don't know if it's giveaway or earned, or say like, hey, we have this package to where we could fly you to a trader meetup. That would be sick.
My chat keeps asking for that as well. They keep asking for a trader meetup.
A trader meetup?
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. They're kind of wild. They're kind of wild.
Yeah, that's well, like we was talking this morning on MP with MP about that, right? About meeting people in person, about meeting some of the viewers and some of the listeners in person. There's a lot of risk when it comes to that aspect. Now, you might think I'm joking. Chat might think I'm joking as well. But I'm not. I'm not. I've worked for a few different companies, and whenever we did traveling for, executive meetings, we'd make sure that there was always at least one bodyguard in the room at any time, especially when we go to like border cities. Maybe I would fly to Texas every once in a while, and like Laredo, Texas, and like checking trucks, checking this. Always. The $300 a day is $350 a day for a security guard or bodyguard, whatever you want to call it, was worth it. There's some very sketchy things that happen where you don't want to be caught like alone or be like sticking out. That's why I love driving my 2018 Honda Civic, and that's a whole lot different than, you show up with a $300,000 car, and if someone's looking to mug you, they're rather gonna target the person with a $300,000 car versus someone that just rolled up in an old Honda Civic. So there's that aspect of it, especially when you're traveling, right? Because you can't just bring your gun with you when you're traveling to a different country or different states, usually. And so there's that aspect. It's always made me nervous. Like, are we going to do a trader meetup? We're going to go to Chicago. We have the studio. We have maybe the whole, Las Vegas thing, and how that's going to be looking. Because to me, $300, $400 investment for a day to make sure that, for my own safety is very important. So that's been on the top of my mind, Baron, whenever I see traders talking about trader meetups. Now, of course, that's like the extreme. I've ran into people before, and it's been fun. Pictures, great conversation. It's great to meet people, but you just never know, right? It's the internet. It's the YouTube, and
Yeah, I
it
mean,
can get scary.
I don't know. I'm kind of a big, like, I'm not like a big guy, but like I'm tall, so I feel like I'm good. Like, people don't like to fuck with tall people, low key. I mean, but I do see videos of like short people knocking the socks off.
Right.
Like,
Well,
big bodyguards.
you don't. Even the biggest of people can get mugged. It's not. That's not it. I mean, I have boxing skills, but my boxing skill is not going to defend against someone with a gun.
Yeah.
Or a big knife,
like
right?
Street fighting is different from boxing in a ring.
Yeah, or someone just there's a lot. Safety is priority for me at all times. Uh oh, chat. NASDAQ pushing up into those 80s.
You shouldn't fade the IB strat.
What's gold? What's gold doing? Look, see, you
the IB
peer pressured me out of this trade.
It's solid.
You peer pressured me out of this gold long and sticking in with this NASDAQ. Have faith.
Yeah, you can't back out. You can't back out on.
No, I didn't. So I'm still here.
What is IB? The IB strat. So it's initial balance. So a lot of you guys know the New York initial balance. I've used Edgeful to make a IB strat for Asia as well. You can do it for London. You can do it for New York, Asia. So I like to extend the time frame a bit. So instead of doing 1 hour, and during the New York, I use a 45-minute initial balance instead of the 1 hour now. But for the Asia, I use 3 hours.
3 hours. Okay. From the open, right? 3 hours from like the
from the open.
From the open.
You mark out the highs and the lows, and so in this case, the high's probably going to break. If the high breaks, the low holds.
Got it. Chat, man. I tell you, half my entertainment every night is reading chat. Do you think it's a good idea to trade several instruments that are not positively correlated? I always recommend traders to focus on one instrument get consistent with one, and once they get that consistency, then they could expand. Or you could be like Coach Hoop, who monitors every market, every single moment with 50 monitors. But I highly recommended focusing on like one or two, and then expand from there.
I
What's your
think
thoughts?
some of the best traders I know only trade one instrument.
You've tried to go over to ES. I've tried. I
I
trade
I
a few
used
of
to
them.
trade ES. That's where I started out trading, and then I was like, nah, I'm trading NASDAQ.
Got it. We have
Someone
not
someone
moved
said
much.
someone said for me to challenge you to a fight, Dakota.
I would advise against that one, Baron,
Yeah. How long have you been boxing for?
for a little while.
What's a little while?
Long enough to advise against
What?
it.
You can't tell me how long you've been boxing for?
Since I was a teenager.
Okay. Yeah. Fair point.
We could, if Danielle and the team approves, we could get boxing gloves.
There's a boxing gym right next to my apartment. I could go take a quick lesson before Chicago.
Yeah, take all the lessons you want, man. It's good. It's good, healthy. It's good exercise, and should give you some confidence, right? Being able to, well, it'll take a little bit of practice and some time, but you definitely should. If you want, we can get some boxing gloves when we get to Chicago, and then you can try. We could go like,
I think I've boxed once in my life, and it was so my high school we did this thing called senior fight night.
okay,
So all the seniors would like if you had beef with someone, you could just like challenge them to a fight, and it was just like 200 people in this person's backyard. And I was trying to convince my friend Noah to fight, and he was like 5'11", and I was like 6'4" at the time. And he's like, "No, bro, like no, like you have so much more reach than me, like you're bigger than me, da 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 da." And then they gave me boxing gloves, and they lost the other set of them. So they gave him UFC gloves, and I had my hands up,
that's
and
messed
his
up.
glove
Nah,
just
dude.
slipped right in and hit me in the jaw.
Yeah, that's
Like he literally like I was beating on him, and then he hit me once, and I got knocked on my ass.
yeah. There's a dramatic difference. That's, oof, yeah. Don't do that. Don't try that one at home. Yeah. See, I should have just stayed in this long gold. Like I took it in this account, this practice. Look at this gold long. It's printing. This gold long is printing.
So is this NASDAQ long?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that one. We were already at daily loss limits, chat. We're having fun talking shop. But yeah, do something. It's great for your health, and it's a confidence builder. I mean, especially with the ladies, Baron. The ladies, if you fly out to California and you're walking down the street, you have that confidence to.
Yeah, I gotta fly out to Cali. I'm gonna fly out to Cali to go see my ex again.
Yeah, there you go. And then if someone's like talks trash to your girl, you stand up and then put them on the cement.
Yeah, good point.
It's better than the opposite, man. It's dead. Trust me. Yeah. I've seen it happen before.
DBA concepts versus IB strat.
DB Concepts is IB as well.
Hop, third payout on XFA, third payout. I hope you guys send me that hat for 5K. I think you have to fill out a form for that, right?
Mm-hmm. Logan, my shit talk would be hilarious.
Do I use default edge full settings other than 3 hour for Asia? I'll measure the size of it as well. I'll measure the size of the IV, just see what's there. Why is my target 619? It should actually be 611. That should be the target. It should be that.
611.
Yeah.
Come on, Trump. Where are you at? Where's that tweet bomb? Not seeing any tweet bombs yet. Tomorrow should be wild. I'm excited to see what their interviews are going to be. Are they going to interview Elon Musk, go back on to Joe Rogan?
He's definitely going back on Joe Rogan at some point. Jay, how do I learn your IB strat, Baron? I have it in my Discord. Everyone in my Discord loves it.
No, I'm in. I'm in until Baron's out. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I know Baron's locked in with his ex. Locked in with the ex from Cali.
Yeah. Well, she's actually from Dallas.
Okay.
She's from Dallas.
Just in California.
Yeah.
Damn, slow markets is really slow. Dakota, do you box shirtless? No. Nope. It's there's girls at the gym that I train at, and it's inappropriate. It's just I don't know, proper etiquette. But every once in a while, when it's like just a couple of us
Send
guys,
Baron to California.
and then film it, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
I box with frozen peas in my gloves. You're still long? 559? You're still long?
568.
568. Okay. Obviously. Danielle, are we going to have... We're going to have to spar in California. Baron and I and Jay. And it could be very light sparring with 16-ounce gloves for fun. Winner will pay. Loser buys dinner.
Fine by me. Fine by me.
Scraps on. At all the same time. All the same. No face shots. We do television after all. Okay, I will not punch. I will not throw a single punch. Yeah, would you be okay with that, Danielle? If we'll spar, we can spar Baron. I won't throw a single punch above.
Well, what's the fun in that? If we're sparring.
I mean, you'd be surprised. I'd give it like 3 rounds until you're too tired.
Yeah, I know that it gets tiring pretty quick.
Yeah, you'd be. I think the majority of amateur fights, or fights where they're actually not training, and the winner is the one that has better conditioning. Let you see that footwork. Jump rope's very good. Danielle, so where'd that come from, Danielle? We'll find out if I'm 6 foot or 5'9".
You guys are gonna find out if I'm lying about my height too.
No, you're not lying. I seen you standing in your doorway.
Baron, do you code? I know a little bit of SQL and a little bit of Python. I don't know much code.
Yeah,
I hate coding.
I know, Danielle. That's been the chats $1,000,000 question on how tall I am for some reason. Bear needs a very tall jump rope. Do you ever jump rope?
I did when I played tennis.
Soon I can confirm. They'll have a video evidence. I'll have to stand next to Jay first. We gotta take a picture next to Jay, and then we can post that so I look taller. Jay,
Dakota, I'm sorry, but you're not gonna look tall standing next to me. If I'm in the photo, you just
no, that's why I said Jay first. Jay, not you. I think Coach Jay is 5'8".
What was my NTRP rating? I don't even know what that is. Baron, are you from Seattle, Washington? I am. I'm from like Mill Creek, Snohomish area.
Are you still confident in this trade?
I mean, it could just range.
Don't close it. What are they talking about SQL for?
Because I mentioned it.
Oh, do you know SQL?
Yeah, I do.
Awesome. Have you taken any data analytics classes then?
Yeah, well, I used to be a data analyst at AT&T.
Got it. Sweet. That's the job you quit, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm making way too much money bearing quit his job.
Wait, what?
It's just when you quit your job, what you
Oh,
said to
yeah,
your
yeah.
boss. Yeah.
My boss, I have the full recording of that video, but my boss was like, "Is this a good thing?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, just not, I said yes for me, not for you guys," because like I low-key kind of screwed them over. I mean, I took 2 weeks of vacation, and then I got sick, and so I took I pretty much had 3 weeks off, and they were expecting for me to make this. I had like a few reports that they were like expecting from me, and I just didn't do them. I just left day of.
Hello from Lake Stevens. Gold's going crazy. What's gold doing? Oh my gosh. You want to see a trade? Chat. Here. Look at this. Look at that. And then you got me tied down to the NASDAQ.
I do.
You got me tied down to the NASDAQ. And look at this gold ripping. Oh, we're going to do this one. This one's... Gold's a ripping. Look at this. Look at that. What do we think? What do we think? This is... Shh. Dink. There we go. There we go. Here we go. We're gonna post this one. Look at that. We're just gonna let this trade cook. We're gonna let this trade cook. Up 11,000 on this sim account. What's the NASDAQ doing?
NASDAQ's, I mean, it's just choppy.
Doing
It's
nothing.
moving back up, but it looks like it's going to be range bound.
Who's long gold? That gold analysis was spot on. gold traders. Yeah, Wix, I'm Simfluer today. Simfluencer. Yeah, we're locked out. Baron and I were both locked out of our live accounts. We hit our daily loss limits, morning loss limits, whatever you want to call them. It's a short Friday for us.
Yeah, I got Freddie Fridays. My friend Freddie comes over to trade, so he's working on his first combine right now.
Got it. We'll see if gold can keep pushing. I could see gold hitting 3,400. 3,400, 3,496s. 3,400 seems... The gold might just run all night.
I think NASDAQ's just going to be range bound.
I think it's going to sell off. Man, this trade. Rod Stone. Yes. We already hit the daily loss limit before the start of slow markets.
Both of us were trying to catch a move before even going on stream.
Yeah, restart. You could, the nice thing about YouTube is you could replay it. And at the beginning, Bear and I already went over it. But look at gold just continue to push. Man. Instead of trying to short NASDAQ, it was long gold. That was the play tonight, everyone.
Someone's asking for my Discord. Let me put it in here.
I could afford another 150K. Bears double top on the equities. I don't know.
I think it's just range bound.
Yeah. Gold's pushing still. 13,000. Do you ever trade gold? Or are you typically just NASDAQ?
I used to trade gold here and there. I haven't in a long time. I haven't traded gold in like probably a year.
In a year. What other markets did you used to trade?
Yes, gold, and then I dipped my toes in oil, and I hated it. So
in oil. Dipped your toes in oil. What did you hate about oil?
I just couldn't read it.
Okay. All right, you're long from 568.
Yeah, but I think it's range bound, so I don't like it that much. Hey Baron, why do you only do a 45-minute IB for New York session? So the stats on the 45-minute IB are pretty similar to the 1 hour. It sets quicker, and the extension levels hit more often.
I do trade oil. It's been a while since I traded oil. Back when oil used to be very popular to day trade. And it kind of transitioned to the NASDAQ. So it's been a while.
Yeah, now everyone I see coming into day trading is right on the NASDAQ.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I owe you $5, man.
You do.
Chat's gonna remind me. You missed out on $1,000, and then I offered 10
I
grand.
missed out on $10,000.
And I would have paid you. I would have gladly paid you. Being wrong
I
on
should have
that.
taken the bet. It was a 90% in my favor bet.
You should have. I think it was more of dollar size.
I was worried it would keep rallying. That's my thought was we would continue up, and when we expand during lunch, usually my thought was it could just keep grinding higher.
Yeah, I mean, this is when we started talking about it. Look at my chart on the 5 minute right here. That's when we started talking about it, and I'm like, okay, $5, and then you're like, okay, right here I was gonna do 1,000, and then
you said $5, and then I was like, let's at least make it 100, and then you went to 1,000, and then 10,000.
Yeah,
and
like, I'm a betting man.
We should bet cars.
Yeah, then we went to the cars, and then it just shot up into the 900s, and I'm like, all right, then 100, or I said 10,000 when we started to break through these 90s. It was looking so good, and then that's where basically that was the top. That was the top, and it just sold off. So, yeah, I definitely would have been perfectly fine paying. Mason T, does Dakota hide his account now? You've missed half the show, man. You've missed half the show. You missed half of the show. NASDAQ's doing nothing. Gold sold. Yeah, $5 for me. It's like that's the gentleman's one. $1, $5. I have a stack of $5 bills that I have that are like numerical order. I can't remember where the heck I got them from. I've had them forever. Your tournament delayed because these markets are so slow. Could be a good entry now. We haven't gone anywhere since we started slow markets.
No, it's just been choppy.
All the volatility. We have non-farm payroll tomorrow, so.
There's the move up. Let's see if it breaks.
Uh-oh. Let's see. Oh, I need to go to this. Let's go through. I do not. We don't have music. That's what I've noticed. Ooh.
We're stuck in a 10-point range.
Yeah, we are. Yes, we are.
So I'm asking for Discord.
C++. Let's go. You guys have the same chairs?
Do we?
I don't know. I don't know what brand of chair this is.
Mine's a Secret Lab. I got this thing for free too.
Nice. I don't know what this is, to be honest. And now we wait with music. Wow, that down candle saved my combine. Someone says try deep techno. don't know about this. I don't know about this one. Tropical house after this. Not for long unless you cut the trade. We've been in this trade for over an hour. Yeah, I don't like this deep techno. You can hear the music, right, Baron?
Yeah, it's pretty quiet.
Got
I
it.
can hear it.
Was that your audio with the car?
Yeah, there's some people that blast by on my street.
Okay. I didn't know if it was the music or what that was.
Nah.
This is sell-off music. This is sideways. Sideways. We're going to the right. Was a bit surprised MP brought that up today. Not for us to worry about. What did MP? What did I miss? What did I miss? What is the chat talking about? We talked a lot yesterday.
There's the push up.
Uh-oh. Is this going south for me?
I think so.
We're right at settlement. This is settlement for the NASDAQ. 85. Oh, the fight between him and Rake Trades. I don't think it was a fight. I think it was, yeah, I'm sure they'll talk about it more. I don't know any of the details. The only thing I know is I've seen plenty traders come and go since I've been here for over a year. And on that leaderboard, I mean, we've had Rafa. There's so many people who has done really well, has traded well. They either taken payouts or just withdrew it, and they come and go. We might pop 600. You have 611, right? 611.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to make it to where my stop loss is exactly at 611 3/4. Got it.
Oh, there's the pop. Can I adjust my stop loss, or do I gotta leave it?
If you're fading me exactly, you don't move your stop loss, right?
What's your TP at?
I don't have a take profit.
Ow. What are the extension numbers on the chart? They are IB extensions. So if I look at
Doom Lords.
So these are the extension levels I'm looking at for the IB for Asia. So these are the probabilities for it to hit based off the IB size of 0.5. So 62% chance to hit that 0.2 up here. So that's what I'm looking for.
Got it. Doom Lords is super excited about the new Topstep trader hats. I'm super excited about everything coming with Topstep. Topstep's continuing to improve. Live funded account benefits, the Topstep studio in Chicago. We're going to Chicago. I have a few things cooking behind the scenes. I mean, it just seems like it's never ending. Like, Topstep's continuing to push and pave the way forward. Like, every single week, every month, it's something new. And hard to see it stopping. I don't see any hashtag slow markets tonight. No hashtag slow markets tonight. Let's get some hashtag slow markets. Make me feel better about hitting my daily loss limit. Bracket orders would be awesome.
Yeah, that's my one complaint with the Project X platform. You can't do brackets with points.
I know. That's been like one of the #1 requested features I think they're working on in that help center. On the left-hand side. Yeah, do hashtag slow markets. Let's see what we got. I'm watching. Yes, chat. I lost my dog. How do I put 2 charts on Topstep X? You should get a new dog and call him Bit It. Bit It. NASDAQ's going up, man. We're going to that 600.
Hey, Dakota. DBA concepts versus BT concepts.
BT? What's BT?
Baron trades.
Baron trades? Okay.
Yeah, I have this big LED sign in the back too.
Okay. We gotta do that. We have to do that. For slow markets, if we're not trading our live account, we gotta do it on Thursdays. That's fun. Post NASDAQ trading syndrome. Yeah. PTSD. Post NASDAQ trading. Yeah, I'll find my dog one of these days. Maybe in Chicago, man. Doing the trader meetup, doing the Topstep studio.
Someone said, is that sign from the Asian dude Tony on IG? I know who you're talking about. No, it's not. But he has some funny videos.
I need a Trump tweet to save me over here.
You really do.
Yeah, I'm excited for what. I know, I want to do some trading competitions this year. Definitely doing some trading competitions. Because I do the reversal challenge on Fridays, right?
I still want to do that. I still want to do the reversal
That's
challenge.
fun. That's fun. But it's not as fun as what I think I don't know. We're fading each other right now, right, in sim accounts because we hit our day loss limits. But I think it was last year when it was like MPD and Hoag versus that. I really enjoyed watching that. That was fun. Do you remember that? Does anybody in chat remember that? I know the VIP teams, that's been really fun, but trading competitions. Maybe fast markets versus slow markets, or slow markets versus London session, something. Put teams together. I would pick traders in my chat. Who would I pick? Who in the YouTube chat would I pick to be on my team? Eddie's Bong, remember. I don't know if I want anybody in the chat on my team. War? Okay, maybe War. Sony. Okay, I see a few names I'd probably pick, actually. Trader X, Sony, Lido, Joey, Claudia X. Yeah,
Can I pull some people in from my Discord?
What's that?
Can I pull some people in from my Discord from my team?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm actually doing that with after I run 4 mentorship groups.
Okay.
So I'll run 4 mentorship groups at the beginning of August, and I'm doing a 16 bracket like trader contest where it's going to be 4 people from each group. See who wins it.
So you're doing a bracket for traders, right? And you're going against like 1v1, and then the winner moves on?
Yeah, that's how it would be.
How long do they trade for?
I haven't determined the rules yet.
Okay.
Because
that sounds really fun.
I would say like 2.5 hours, 3 hours of New York.
Okay. Maybe like I would say a full day. I'd give them 24 hours. Well, are they going to be trading? Yeah, that's interesting. I know how to get that set up. I'd love that. I know you better be giving a lot of... You're doing mentorships, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I could tell they need it.
Well, that's just the premium chat. That's not the mentorship group chat.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's a separate channel. You don't have access to that.
Okay. Vinny says, I made 30K today. Does that count? Did I piss your Discord off?
I don't know. Probably not. Dakota
probably didn't. They've accepted their fate. NASDAQ doesn't want to get above 600.
They're telling me to time you out. Time you out of my Discord.
Kick me out of your Discord. Gold is in an upward channel. Keto Vegas. So I made $49,000 on my personal account. No, I did not. That was a practice account. That's why there's blue behind it. Well, not much for this market, man, unfortunately. So do we call it a tie if neither of us lose and neither of us win?
Well, who's in profit more?
It's not over till the trade's over, man. What if this market just sells off? I'm gonna go get a drink of water.
If you're gonna leave me with chat.
I'll go get a drink of water so this market can sell off. Go get 2.
Well, flatten at 9 and whoever has the most wins. I think that's fair.
Doom Lord says we was talking about a 10K bet today, but I had to walk out and miss it. Is that on? So Baron won the bets because the market sold off from the highs, but it was only at $5. So I'm gonna when we meet up to Chicago,
I didn't take the bet.
I'll pay him $5. $5, real paper money. It might be worth less by the time I get there because of inflation.
It's 2 weeks from now.
Who knows? Inflation's getting hot. $4.95.
Inflation's been cooling. Inflation's been cooling down.
I'll pay you in pennies, like they do the for speeding tickets or whatever. Come up with a bag of $5 worth of pennies. Take
Baron, for Asia, do you use 60-minute IB? No, I use a 3-hour IB.
Musk is dropping bombs on X again. I still didn't get any slow markets. No hashtag slow markets tonight. That's disappointing. Paying Canadian pennies. I'll pay in soles. Let's look.
Show us your chart, Baron. It's on my chart. 6 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern. It's the white dotted lines.
Gold's so volatile. I don't know. NASDAQ's back in these 80s. I don't think this trade's going to come to a conclusion before the end of slow markets. We have 5 minutes left, chat. I'm right near settlement. Is this a fib retracement? Did you trade a fib retracement on this one, or what was your reason for buying this? Was it just because I was short?
That was part of it, but we bounced off this 382 like 5 times. We bounced off this level like 5 times. So I bought it a little early, so the entry would have been nice down here at the 50s. But yeah.
Got it. Okay. How much is 1 point worth on micro gold future? Anyone? It's so
$2.
A tick in gold is
$1.
$10. So yeah, Baron said it. It's $1. Come on, NASDAQ, sell off. Last 4 minutes. Let's just get a nice.
Baron 1 degree inflation is insane. Look at the trend of inflation. It's on a downward slope. We literally had the lowest inflation report since like 2021. Last month.
Does Dakota use Bookmap? I do not.
I do though.
You do. How do you like Bookmap?
I love it personally. I mean, that trade this morning was based around Bookmap.
Okay, NASDAQ's down to 81.
A tick is not a quarter value. A tick is the smallest movement of a asset on the futures market. So
correct.
A tick on NASDAQ is 0.25. A tick on gold is 0.1.
Yep. Are you feeling nervous yet, Baron?
No, because we got 2.5 minutes. Are you in profit, Dakota?
Yeah, I am in profit.
How much are you in profit?
Gold is
No. Your NASDAQ trade. How much are you in profit?
No, I'm not. My entry's 63.
So it's whoever flattens. Whoever has more when we flatten, that's who wins.
I say let this trade play out, but okay. Let him run. No stop loss. We let him run. And tomorrow morning, Friday afternoon, through pay. Yeah, I would not survive this. We got a minute and a half left. We don't have a bet on this one.
No, we don't.
Maybe every Thursday we have to create a $5 bet.
Okay. I'm cool with that.
What do you think, chat?
New York session I do it from the open till 9:30 Eastern till 10:15 Eastern.
Okay. It's now in stone. Every Thursday, Baron and I will have a $5 bet. If we're on fast markets, we'll do it there. And then we cut, like, maybe we say, hey, buy slow markets this time or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe it would go as far as, is it going to rain in Seattle, Washington? So a $2 move on MNQ is 8 ticks. Can go.
All right, Dakota. There we are.
Order filled.
Up 900. What are you up?
Oh, well, if you're talking about pure dollar amount, yeah, because I'm in 10 contracts. I'm in 10 contracts. How many points?
On the NASDAQ trade.
Yeah. How many points?
I captured 15 points.
Okay, and I am down 22 points.
Okay, there we have it.
So there we go. There we go. Watch this thing just sell off now. All right, well, we're coming to the end of it. Dang NASDAQ. I was just early. That's all. I was never wrong, just early. Any last words, Baron?
No, I got nothing.
You got nothing. What about your chat? Do they have any last words to Baron's Discord?
Someone said, "Funny bet. The loser has to gift me a free reset."
After the fact? After the fact?
I don't know.
Well, I think that's it, man. Do you plan to look at the market now, tomorrow or tonight, or are you just?
Well, I got free stream Friday. All right, free stream Friday with Freddie. So he's gonna come over. We're gonna trade his combine, or he's gonna trade it. I don't trade it for him. I just give him my analysis. See how he does.
Okay. Well, then I'll catch you in the chat. I'll catch you in Discord. I'll catch you somewhere. See everybody. I'll see everybody bright and early tomorrow morning. It is Friday. If you're up on the week, you don't have to give it all back. I don't know what to say. I have a hard time saying any proper Friday things. Daily loss limits there for a reason. There's the Nightbot now at the end of class with the Topstep risk disclosure for some reason. But yeah, take care, and I will see you tomorrow.
Someone asked if it's yeah, my Discord does have a free section. So
The free section.
it's posted in the chat.
Okay.
All right. I will see you all later.
Bye. Now that Baron's gone. I can't get this. I can't get this to work. I can't get this to work. Come on, outro. Outro's not hitting. Now we can talk about it. I owe the dude $5. My outro is broken. Sorry, chat. Let me try and do. Let's do this one again.